This is how to set up Modbus communication with a BC9100 in Twincat 2. Alright, first things first, our device is set to 172.16.17.6, so we can ping it and we can see it. I have my computer directly connected to it. You want to make sure your computer is on the same subnet. I'm on the .124, so it'll be important later. So when you open up Twincat, start with your properties because we need to set up the AMS route to the device. So for AMS router, this is our IP, that's what we just showed, and you got to have the .1.1 appended to it. Now I have several BC9100s, but I'm going to add the one that has the .6 IP, so I will do add. Call it BC91006. This is arbitrary, whatever you want to name it. Net ID, and then make sure to append the .1.1. The address is the .6. So we want slow connection, but we can't check it now, because if we check it now and hit OK, and then go to properties, it is unchecked. So don't do it the first time. Do it the second time, OK, and then we verify we're good. So hit apply, and if you did have to change your net ID, it might tell you to restart. I don't know if you have to do it or not, but why not? Okay, we do that. Then, what I find is useful, go to System Stop, and then System Config. Now, we open up our System Manager. So, I will add a device. We will do virtual Ethernet because I have an Ethernet cable connected to the BC9100. I'll click OK. So if you get lucky, you can do scan boxes, and sometimes it'll pop up a screen and you can import them and it'll just kind of work. If you are like me and that didn't happen, and trust me, I've called back off, nobody knows why, you'll have to do it manually. So we will append a box, in my case BC9100, OK. And then in the box we will append a terminal. So in my case I have 1404 terminals, which are 4 inputs. So there's the PLC version and the non-PLC version. We want the PLC version. I have 3 of these, so do multiple 3. And then we will append a terminal. I also have some output cards, so I have 2134s. So do the same PLC KL 2134. I have 2 of them. Okay. So now you have your box and your cards. So we need to export the variables to get them into the PLC control so we can program them. So we do right click, export variable info. We will save them, wherever we want. This is my 6, so I will do 9106. Save. From here we are done. We can save this, so you can save this. I've just been doing the same BC9106. We can close out of here. Next, we do PLC control. So it loads the last project you had open. Start from scratch. New BC via AMS. We're going to do structured text program. OK. So project import. And we got to go find it. Alright, 6. Open. So now, if you go to this resources on the bottom, look at your global variables, your imports. These are all the cards we imported. All right. Now, in our main program, I'm sorry, we go to our globals. Now we need to declare our variables. All right, so now we have our global variables. So I have these saved here. So we do mb out. This is the address. These are your bits going from your PLC to the Modbus. And then we will have our in going from the Modbus to the PLC. So from the BC9100 to the PLC. All right, so that's the only globals we need. Now for the main program, open your main here. We're not going to do anything there. So all we need are our assignments. So that's the first byte. So this is how you get the first bit of the first byte. Then colon equals, and then we find our first input. So in our case, from our globals, our import, this is our first input. Do this up to 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to have 2, 3, 4, and then remember 2, 3, 4, but this is going to be terminal 3. So just make sure this matches your import, terminal 3. And we also have terminal 4, so we'll do that with the next byte. These. It's going to be byte 1. This is terminal 4. And then do the opposite for your outputs. Right. And do it again. Six. All right, that is all of them. We can check this by going online. Okay, so it says we're not connected. So I had this connected to a different port. So what we need to do is do online, choose runtime system, 9106, runtime, okay. There we go. Now, differs from what's on there, yeah. Download program, yes. And then the last thing you do is hit run. So I have apparently nothing on. If anything was in, you'd see your inputs here. But we can. So we have .6 ping, cool. So to read, we're all in register. So read, you can just start at address 0. You can read. If I had anything on, it would show up here. If I don't. This you need to start that direct A1. And we can see our output turned on. So we do 2, second one, 3, third one. You can see that over there. That's how you set it up. Forgot the last thing you're going to want to do is to create the boot project, so this starts every time. So you do online, create boot project, and that's it. You can save. There you go.